Hello and welcome to Naughty Daddy's Guide to Computing, from Maths to Minecraft. In this video we're going to have another look at these 6 gates that we've already looked at slightly differently. These are the logic gate symbols that you would see on a logic diagram. And this symbol is just basically a triangle with a circle on the end, and this is the NOT gate, and we already know the truth table for NOT, but we're going to go through it again until it's so burnt into our memory that it's obvious. So we have our input A here, and this is our out, which I'm going to say is O. And so we've got A and out, and if a current goes through here, well, let's say no current goes through here, this is false, then a current will come out here because it's been inverted. So this NOT gate is also called a signal inverter. And then if 1 goes in here, a 0 goes out. So if we had plus 5 volts between here and the ground, we would actually have a current going into here, and the output would then be 0. If there was no potential difference across here and the ground, we would have nothing. We would have a signal coming out here, which is plus 5 volts between here and the ground. Okay, so here we have our output again, and this gate is called an AND gate. This is our logical AND gate, and our inputs this time are A and B. And again, our truth table, A, B, A, and B. Is simply 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 is 0, 1 and 0 is 0, and 1 and 1 is 1. So that's our AND gate. This is our OR gate. It kind of looks like a Star Trek insignia, if you ask me. Okay, so this is A, B, A, or B. Again, we're effectively just counting in binary. And our OR function looks like that. This is our NOR function. It's basically an OR gate with that circle that we had from the NOT. So again, A, this is input A, this is input B, this is our output. Oh, I should have put O for output there, shouldn't I? And I should have labelled these A and B and their output. So these are, that equals the output. Okay, so the NOR function is A, B, not A or B, and of course the NOR function will be the inverse of the OR function. Okay, and this is a NAND function, or a NAND gate. And it is technically an N, even though it looks more like a W. There we go. we've got A, B, oh, that is equal to out. A, B and A and B knotted, which is our out. And again we're counting up in binary, 0, 1, 2, 3. And our Nand function, well, that's going to be, an AND would make that false, so this becomes true. That would be false, so it becomes true. That would be false, so it becomes true. And that would be true, so it becomes false. And lastly, our exclusive OR. Again, this is A, B, and out. A, B, and out. A, B, A or B. Which is the out. And again. And this is just going to be 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, so I said we were going to be able to prove that we can make any of these just by using, say, a NOR gate or a NAND gate. Let's start with a NOR gate. Let's copy that. Okay, here's our NAND gate. To make a NOT gate out of a NAND gate is really easy. All we do is tie these inputs together. So we only have the one input. And then this is our out. Okay, so let's copy the NOR gate truth table. Okay, now in this case the two inputs have been tied together, so we no longer have this B, or rather B is now has to be the exact same as A, so we take away the bit where they're both the same. Okay, so what we have here, they're both 0, so we end up with a 1. They're both 1, so we end up with a 0. Going back, they're both 0, we end up with a 1. They're both 1, we end up with a 0, which is effectively a NOT gate. So to make a NOT gate out of a NOR gate, you just wire the two inputs together. Again, we can make a NOT gate out of a NAND gate in exactly the same way. All we have to do is tie the two inputs together. And so the stuff in the middle doesn't count because they cannot be different, because the same one signal is just being duplicated. So again, if we have 0 as A, both A and B is 0, so our output is 1. If we have 1 in A, we end up with 0. So in both cases, we're just tying the two together gives us our NOT gate. And that creates a NOT gate. Okay, I think I'm running out of time in this video. We'll look at how to make ANDs and ORs out of these gates, just out of NANDs and NORs in the next video. We will be using De Morgan's law. See you in the next video.